Yo, what up guys, KGCEpic here. Alright, so this is my last top 5 anime video for the day because I have made a whole bunch, right? Check it out on my channel. Just click KGCEpic in the bottom. Be sure to subscribe as well because I'm making a whole bunch of videos right now. I'm trying really hard as a YouTuber right now, so check out my videos, subscribe to my channel, and just be epic people. Now, this video right now, this is the top 5 strongest swords in anime, right? Now, there are a lot of swords in anime, like countless at the end of the day. Like, I have seen just one person alone have 8 fucking swords, like Killer Bee for example. So, honestly speaking, it's stiff competition sometimes. But the top 5 swords for me that stand out, number 1. Now, this is not just like a sword, right? This is like a group of swords. The sword of Democles in K anime. If you have watched K anime, a sword of Democle is just a sword that represents how much power a king has in the anime. While I haven't seen them use it as actual weapons before, it's really powerful because it holds all the power that a king has. And if you have seen a king in K fight, it is just a one-man army. At the end of the day, only a king could face a fucking king and make some serious damage at the end of the fucking day. Because a king could just light up a whole fucking city with some serious techniques at the end of the day, right? If you have watched K, you will know what I'm talking about at the end of the fucking day. Like I said, I haven't seen them use the sword, like shrink down the sword and use it. But usually when they're ready to fight, a big sword comes out over their head and they call it the Sword of Democles. And everybody who they did name their vassal or whatever at the end of the day, they're able to use it without the Sword of Democles coming out. But when the king fights, the Sword of Democles does come out at the end of the day. So it's a sword that I don't know if it always follows them around. It's in another dimension, and whenever they're ready to fight, the sword comes out in the dimension where the king is ready to fight at the end of the day. Honestly, it's K anime, the case for king, and it's a really cool anime. It's really cool. It's really well put at the end of the day. Season 1 had like a lot of fucking like mysteries and unanswered questions and stuff at the end of the day. I think season 2 does clear that up. There is a K movie. You should watch it as season 1, then the movie, then season 2. That's how the order you should watch it in, I believe. Um, Number 4 on my list, Akame got killed. The sword that Akame has, that's number 4 on my list in terms of strongest sword. While the sword of Democles, which is number 5, should have more destructive power than the sword that Akame has, because I think if the sword does fall if the king runs out of power, and it like I don't know, I think it fucks up a lot of stuff when it falls at the end of the day, right? And it should have a lot of destructive power. But the reason why Akame's sword is above it because honestly, blast radius is not the only thing I had to keep in mind for a fucking sword. Sharpness and the effects afterwards, speed, all this other stuff you have to keep in mind. Honestly speaking, um, now Akame sword has the ability, whether it just chips or nicks your skin, any form of damage that sword does you'll die. Because that's a curse put on this sword. It's a curse of death. And any form of damage that sword ever does to anybody, you die. Honestly, Akame has to carefully use a tweezers or a cotton swab just to clean the fucking sword sometimes. Because if that sword even barely cuts her, she'll die. And that's how powerful that sword is. So that's number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list is Yoru. Now, Yoru is a sword owned by Hawkeye Mihawk at the end of the day. That's the name of the sword, the big black sword that he uses, right? Now, I think the sword, I don't know if the sword is originally black, but I do know that Hawkeye has a rule as a swordsman where he says that he always puts arm and attack in his sword to make your sword so black that it can never be chipped or nicked regardless of whoever you're fighting. I do know that he does have a rule like that he did teach Zoro. That's how Zoro is able to make his swords jet black at the end of the day. So I don't know if his arm and attack he always uses on Yoro, or if Yoro is naturally black. I think Yoro is naturally black at the end of the day. And Yoro is number 1 in terms of the swords in One Piece. It is the sharpest sword in One Piece. And honestly, I put it as number 3 simply because of how sharp Yoro is. Yoro could cut through anything. It is said that Yoro could cut through anything regardless of who uses it, because it's that sharp as a sword at the end of the fucking day. So honestly speaking, fine. Akame own is probably like more dangerous in terms of the curse, but you could block Akame's own. I don't think you could block Yoro that easily, honestly speaking, because Hawkeye once, when we were watching the Battle of Marineford, right? Hawkeye stood like, I don't know, a good ways away. He did measure how much his distance with his observation haki. He did use his observation haki to measure the distance, right? And he swung Yoru and made like a big green blast, and like everybody was fucking panicking because he actually gave Yoru a fucking swing. And this one dude that had like this defensive type I think it's a Paranesia type fruit, where he can cut turn his skin into diamond or whatever. He was a person who was like really high ranking in YB's fucking crew that was able to stop it. Honestly speaking, and that's just a blast emitted from swinging the sword. That's not the actual blade itself at the end of the fucking day. Yoru is a sharper sword, and I don't think anything can stop Yoru right now. Okay, fine. There are probably a few swordsmen there are swordsmen that subpar Hawkeye, right? Shanks subpars Hawkeye at the end of the day and that sort of stuff. But I think Hawkeye is stronger than Shanks at the end of the day. I think so at the end of the day because they said that Shanks and Hawkeye did fight for the title of strongest swordsman already. And if Hawkeye is the strongest swordsman, that means at the end of the day Shanks lost to him, right? And that sort of stuff at the end of the day. So yeah. So I put Yoru there simply because of how sharp Yoru is at the end of the day and how powerful Yoru is as a sword. Yoru is supposed to be able to swing really fast and it's really sharp. Really sharp at the end of the day, right? Um Number 2 on this list is Ryujin Jaka. Ryujin Jaka is a sword owned by head captain Ganusa Yamamoto. And the reason why I put it as number 2, Yamamoto is the strongest Soul Reaper. Has been the strongest Soul Reaper for 1,000 years. Honestly, I think by now Ichigo has surpassed Yamamoto. But I don't think anybody else did surpass Yamamoto. I don't even think the people in the Growth surpassed Yamamoto. I think that everybody in the Growth is above everybody in the Serity. But I think at the end of the day, Yamamoto is still stronger than them, individually speaking, I think. I don't know, because they did say he was the strongest Soul Reaper, and the people in the Growth are Soul Reapers. And if Yamamoto has the title of the strongest Soul Reaper, that means he's stronger than them, right? And I'm pretty sure that most of them were his apprentices and stuff, just like Shisui and Ukatake and those kind of people at the end of the day, right? Now, Ryujin Jaka is number 2 on this list because of his Bankai. Ryujin Jaka is able to create flames hotter than the sun at the end of the day. Ryujin Jaka has 4 sets to his Bankai. Ryujin Jaka's Bankai's name is Zankano Tachi, right? And there is Zankano Tachi North, which puts a whole bunch of spiritual pressure and like flame and stuff at the tip of your sword, and you're able to incinerate anything. If you stab them, anything will incinerate before your sword. There's Zankano Tachi East, which puts the flame at the blade of the sword at the end of the day. And every swing you give off, it flames hotter than the sun. There's Zankano Tachi West, which encloaks you in an armor of fire at the end of the day, hotter than the sun. And there's Zankano Tachi South. When he uses salt, he uses the hilt of the sword and he hits the ground at the end of the day, and you can resurrect dead people as fire elemented zombies to do your bidding. And that is just how awesome that fucking sword is. And the only sword I put above Ryujin Jaka is Zangetsu. I put Zangetsu above Ryujin Jaka because Zangetsu is a sword for Ichigo. Remember, Ichigo has hollow powers, has Quincy powers, and Soul Reaper powers. I think at the end of the day, there aren't a lot of people in the world. I think whether Ichigo is the only person that is like that. But you know how anime is. Sometimes you think that, and then they decide to do a spin-off or sometimes a new series, and then you realize that Ichigo is not the only one, and that sort of shit. Because anime does that kind of shit to people all the time. But right now, Ichigo is the only person that I know that is a living Soul Reaper Hollow Quincy thing at the end of the fucking day. And Zangetsu has yet, like, okay, I shouldn't say has yet, by now it did at the end of the day, but for the longest while Zangetsu did not show Ichigo like what it's truly capable of. For a long time Ichigo is avoiding the hollow powers. Right now Ichigo was even dwelling in the Quincy powers. Ichigo needs to like really dig down inside that hollowification powers at the end of the day. He needs to be able to balance out everything between Soul Reaper, Hollow, and Quincy. But the reason why Zangetsu is number 1 on my list is simply because it is Soul Reaper, Hollow, and Quincy at the end of the day. It's the only Zanpakuto that does that. I remember when Ichigo was like just starting out, his Zanpakuto was big. He's like the only one that has a natural two-handed Zanpakuto before even going Shika or anything, because he has so much spiritual pressure. inside the fucking blade itself. So that's my list for the top 5 strongest swords. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Stay awesome. Check out my other anime rankings at the end of the day. Be sure to subscribe. Check out my Pinterest. Check out my Facebook, my Twitter. My Twitter is twitter.com/KGCEpic. My Facebook is facebook.com/KGCEpic. Check out my videos. I'm always making videos as a YouTuber. And as usual, stay epic.